The game is growing fast. Technology is advancing. Systems are being developed. You have the talent, but the systems cannot see you. We bring to you VANTIX Advanced Tactical Intelligence System. Stay tuned. Right, so good evening to you, wherever you are connecting from. I know I have many people connecting from different locations this evening for this awesome section we're going to have here. So a warm welcome to all of you who are here with us this particular moment. You're going to see my screen shortly, so we can get started. Ben, please enable my video because I cannot see, unless you grant me access, my video will not be able to turn on. Ben, can you enable my video, please? All right, thank you very much. So, good evening to you all for the second time, and a warm welcome to this all-important milestone in terms of the development of football for our beloved continent, Africa, and beyond. A lot of things are really happening in recent times when it comes to the development of sports in general. And football happens to be one of the sports that cut across almost every culture, every vicinity, and every location. Today, we have the privilege to be hosted by PJMOT, which is Papa J Motivational Tournament, located in Greater Accra of Ghana. And PJMOT is in collaboration with VANTIX Intelligence a wonderful company that is located in Spain, Madrid to be precise, bringing to you this particular event. The purpose of the event is to give you an exposure to um, something new, something that is trending in other places of the world, but quite new to Africa. And so we welcome you, welcome all of you to today's amazing section. Before I can get into any section, today is a workshop, all right? Don't let it feel like you're in a classroom to be taught by a lecturer that is holding a rod. And no, relax with yourself, relax with me because I'm also relaxed, and I'm going to walk you through today's workshop. My name is Emmanuel Ofusu, and I work with VANTIX Intelligence in Madrid, Spain. At the moment, I'm in Madrid, and we have distinguished people here that I would like to acknowledge. We have our host, who is Papa J, the person of Papa J, the president of PJMOT. He is here, and then we shall hear his voice shortly. We also have the CEO of VANTIX Intelligence. That is in the person of Mr. Sebastian Mesanza, my boss. The two of them are actually my boss. My boss in Ghana and my boss in Europe. My boss in Africa and my boss in Europe. Put together, I have two strong bosses, so you cannot face me. If you try, something will happen to you. All right, I have them there. I think I also have our analyst on the section following critically. That is the person of Cesar. Cesar is also here, a wonderful guy who also put together a lot of work in the background. I have other partners of PJMOT who are also connected and they are here. I'm sure in due time we'll get to know all of them. And more importantly, you that are connected here, amazing. You are welcome. You've taken good moment of your time off to be here to really pay attention to this, not just for your personal benefit, but also for the benefit of all the people that you lead as a coach or as a club owner or as a federation person, or I mean your role that you play. All right, so before we get into action, we'll hear a welcome message from our host in the person of Papa J. He's here, he's our host for this session, and then we'll hear from him. Without his welcome, we cannot get started. It's like when you go to a town without seeing the chief of the town, you cannot do anything you want to do in that place. So, sir, good evening to you, and we are all ears.
Yeah, good evening to everyone here. Thank you for your connection. I've been hopeful as far as the change of when it comes to football, change in Africa. As far as that is concerned, I'm so much hopeful and I have a very great expectation. But tonight, seeing people from different places of the continent, I'm sure we have somebody connecting beyond African continent. Seeing all these, I've gone beyond being hopeful. I'm really sure. And the surety is about the fact that we are coming to that stage, that point where Africa is rocking shoulders with her European counterpart. What we have here that very soon will be exposed to all of us, we don't have it here in Africa. So if tonight it is here, and we have people here also, people have connected this to this workshop to be prepared to go out there and exercise their various abilities as far as football is concerned. Then you agree with me that I have to be sure. Now I've come to surety. I've moved from optimism to realism. The thing is real now. PJMOT started, I think, about 2 years ago. Is it December 2024? It was just a small tournament with about 4 teams. And in the process, I realized that there's something that is far beyond the football I see with my naked eyes. which has to do with the desire of every player to cross over the football from the football Africa into the real football, that is international football. I realize that zeal is in every young man that want to play football, and not only that, parents. A friend of mine is a pastor. Spoke to me that I want my kid to play football. I want my boy to go to any of these elite leagues to exercise his ability there. And so I realized that every here and there, people are dying to enter into elite leagues and international football. But I also, having expressing all these desires, I realized that crossing over from African football to the football they are talking about is impossible. I see impossibility here and there. I see it in our culture, in our approach. We don't have system. We don't have what it takes to help the young ones to cross over. So this is where the challenge starts. It became a challenge to me. It became a burden. It drove me crazy. And the more I think about it, the more I feel I can do something about this. And I also realized that dealing with that which is not possible will require sacrifice. So I started sacrificing everything: my life, my time, my money, everything I hold on to. I put it in fire to burn, as a sacrifice. In the process, we got connected to VANTIX. And let me take a quick moment to appreciate um, uh, Sebastian. Thank you very much, because this man has a very powerful tool, very wonderful one, and he could decide to operate it within the confinement of his continent or his country. But this man thought of bringing the thing to Africa. And I was like, why would you do that? Because you are going to make a lot of money out there where you are and beyond. Why are you thinking about Africa? Then I realized that a prayer we have prayed and consistent hope we have held onto and an unbreaking expectation has led us by God to get connected to this man, because this man want to bring the thing here in Africa. So we started having discussion, and we realized that this man is really real, more than real, and ever ready. I want to also thank your wife, Maria, for that unshakable support he gives you. You wouldn't have come this far for us and with us if she is not on your side. Thank you wherever you are. If you're connected, I salute you. So here we are having these two just in Africa to bridge up the gap, because like I said, the desire to play in elite football, you and I know, is just impossible. But with this tool, we know that the bridge is gap. The structure we need to put in place so that we cross over so simply and easily is here. And tonight, Emmanuel is here to take you through in this wonderful workshop. Thank you once again for your connection. And I believe from today, we're all going to share the same surety that we are coming to that point where we rock shoulders with our European counterpart as far as modern football is concerned. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, Papa J, for initiating this particular workshop. And God bless you for your vision, your passion, and all the investment you have made just to see the future of young people not go waste, but find a proper channel to pass through to the actual destination of their pure existence in this life. So thank you, and God bless you. Before I move into my screen, Mr. Sebastian is here he just want to say hi to welcome all of you. On his ticket, Papa J um, is collaborating with VANTIX to give this opportunity to Africa. Mr. Sebastian.
I just want to say thank you to everybody to be here. It's an honor to work with Papa J. Thank you, Papa J, for all the words that you said. When we built this dream, it was really we don't really realize that the impact that we're gonna do and we're gonna have in Africa. I want to thank Manuel. I want to thank Caesar too. Caesar is a part of the team. He helped a lot with the tool, and I'm just want to thank you everybody to be here. It's an honor. It's an honor to work with you guys.
Right, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Sebastian, Mr. Nza. He's a man of few words when it comes to the public, but when you meet him one-on-one, you run away because he can really give you a lot. And all of that is translated into the kind of work we do in the background to put together this particular tool. All right. I acknowledge the presence of all our various reps from the various locations. I see the rep in Senegal here. That is Malik. I see Malik here. I see Koku in Togo. I see our potential partners also in South Africa and then Tanzania also connected. I acknowledge all of you for being here. Now that I have observed all, and then also all protocols observed, I know some of you are hiding quietly here. You are from one federation or another. I can also see my Nigerian brothers also connected as well. Let me acknowledge them. And I think if I have not acknowledged your country yet, forgive me. With time, I will see. Or you can type in the message. Just type your country in the message, and then I will acknowledge. I know I'm expecting across all the various countries as well. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I see a couple of Nigerian friends here. Okay, fantastic. All right, so what are we going to talk about? Let me just quickly go to my screen. I'm going to share my screen with you and do all the action from my screen. I'm requesting right now for screen. Ben, if you can see that, please approve so I can share my screen quickly. Okay, sure, I have access. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be more practical, like I told you. I'm going to be practical. So, but then I have some PowerPoint that I have some content on my screen that we need to go through, and then I'll adjust it. I'll combine the theory and the practical because both, put together is what makes the content a unique one for you. So we're talking about modern trend of football, and then we're talking about when we talk about football, we are talking about a game that is a team sport. It's made up of a number of people, but in as much as it's a team sport, it is made up of individuals, and these individuals must grow or they must evolve. And without the evolution of these players and their development, team sport doesn't mean anything. All right. So it's important for us to look at the modern trend of football and looking narrowly to the evolution of player development. And this session is brought to us by VANTIX and PJMOT, as we said. Tonight, I'm going to talk about 3 different platforms that, interrelate to form an ecosystem. The first one is what we call ATIS, ATIS, ATIS. It's an abbreviation and it stands for Advanced Tactical Intelligence System. Advanced Tactical Intelligence System. There's a quick comparison I want to do. All right. Currently, for most of you in Africa, you are still aware or more familiar to the traditional way of analyzing games. It is very subjective. Okay. It is more based on what somebody feels. It's more personal. It's quite subjective. And there is no, information put together to be able to analyze the game. Football, currently in the traditional way in Africa. And because of that, and data and information, everything is scattered or disintegrated, it is very slow, our way of development, our way of catching up with things as far as, the future or the development of the players are concerned it's very slow because we don't have meaningful, or we are not able to make a lot of meaning with the information because it is disintegrated. It is all over the place. So you cannot see how to connect them together to have a clear picture of what the future could look like and how you could take steps, for a young kid to be able to get there. So we are always lagging behind. Okay. And also the outcome is always a struggle to put things together, and because of that, in Africa, you have a lot of mystics. Of course, there are some level of football that, yes, it's arguably that is beyond the physical, of course, yes. But when you come to Africa, the mysterious aspect is quite, overshadowing every other thing that, the player needs to do. But when we look at the extreme side of football, the modern trend of football, you quickly see data, information. I mean, most of you watch the World Cup and you could see how, player information was being displayed here and there. That is what is happening. That is the trend. In fact, this trend didn't start yesterday. It didn't start 2 years ago. It started way, way, way back, and it has developed to a point that it is taking another step. But for Africa, we are still behind it. We are not that data inclined when it comes to development of player and development of the game. And because this data is aggregated, everything moves so fast. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Everything is just going on the move, in training, out of training, in the game. No, I mean, I did my internship with the foundation of Real Madrid here in Spain. I had the opportunity to be in a lot of clubs, and sometimes they plan like 7 or 5 or 6 games ahead because there's information. They know the opponent they are going to face in 2 weeks' time. And so they prepare ahead of time. So they are going to play a game this weekend, but they already have the third opponent in mind and they know how they are going to coordinate so that they work this game well and get to the other side. And because of that, they are always leading when it comes to the winning ways. And because of that, all the outcome is clear. Everybody in the ecosystem of the game, even when you pick a club, the assistant coach, the trainer, everybody has a clear-cut information or duty on what to do at each point in time. You don't have fragments, you don't have disappointments in it. All right. And so this platform called ARTIS is called an advanced tactical intelligence system. What we do in ARTIS is to give opponent intelligence, give match intelligence, and also help with the training intelligence. Now, all of you are coaches, most of you are coaches, so most of you know the game. What happens in a regular day is you train, you have a game ahead of you, you play the game, you review the game, you come and train, you have another game. Like when you take a league system as an example, right? And that is what we call the microcycle. And this particular ARTIS platform helps you, the coach, to be able to develop players through your microcycle without struggle. And I'm going to show you practically. I'm just going to be talk. I just want to walk through this slide and put them behind me and open the platform for you to see. Like, so inside the platform, you're able to organize your microcycle easily. Then, whilst you are doing your microcycle, you are going to play an opponent with the slightest information or idea you have about the opponent. You can analyze the opponent and know how to approach the game. And inside the main game, you also have the ability to analyze the game and have a lot of intelligence. So you know that you are going to rest a player, even though he's your key player, but you decide to rest the player because of how your opponent is going to play. All these advanced knowledge or all these advanced intelligence is not applicable in Africa because even if you would do it, you would do it out of your subjective knowledge, but not the objective information that you have combined. All right. And in this platform, we have access to do that. The platform also helps with decision making combined with AI powered engineering. You're able to do a pre-match analysis, just like I told you earlier on. And then in the game, you're also able to do analysis. Then after the game, you're also able to do some kind of analysis. In using the platform, everybody in the club at a central point is able to know what is happening to each one. For instance, if you have a goalkeeper's trainer or you have the physical trainer and he's supposed to train with the kids before you take over as a coach to do the tactics or to do the actual match training or match preparation or whatsoever. You have all of these organized in one spot. So because of what you want to do as a coach, the physical trainer should be able to train the kids in that particular manner so that whatever he's doing will become an input to whatever you're also going to do. In the end, everything is intertwined or interlinked to be able to help the development of the player. Not only that, because if all the players are well developed, then the entire team is also well developed, and the value placed on the team is very, very high. In that case, you are able to achieve all the objectives of the team. The advantage to this platform is that it reduces a lot of time. When you are using artists, you have a lot of time reduced. You don't, think about all the time. You don't know what to do in the week or no, because you have everything prepared ahead of time. Secondly, it helps you to optimize the performance of your team. What I mean is you are able to take good advantage of the strength of each player individually put together, and also able to identify or know the weaknesses of each player and put together as a team. And you're able to work on the weakness to convert them into strength whilst you are mastering the strength of the team. So your team becomes more optimized, and you don't just run around the field. No, sometimes you might have the best of players, but they will just run. And in the end, you'll not even win a game, or you'll not be able to achieve the objective of your season. In addition, this platform gives you a proactive way of adapting to systems, not just only for your coach, the coach, but also even your players. Imagine that these young players are seeking the opportunity to come to Europe, but they've never worked with a GPS at their back before. They've never had the opportunity to be taught about video analysis. They've never had the opportunity to know exactly how the microcycle is organized, or the coach walking through them that. Yet, he's seeking to get to Europe. The first day he gets to Europe, everything becomes strange to him. And instead of adapting easily to the international standard, he'll be wandering around for a very long time. By the time he wants to pick up, somebody else in the team has been spotted to take up his role. And so in the end, that person is not able to play long in the team, or is not able to adapt to their culture or whatsoever. But all of these things is to give us the competitive edge as a continent, Africa, so that we cannot just be sitting back all the time, but then we can move also forward proactively. At this point, I'm going to pause my screen, and I'm going to share with you live in the platform what the artist solution looks like. All right. So the platform, when you have access to it, is web-based. Okay. And also, when you have access to it, you can install it on your phone as a mobile shortcut or mobile browser on your phone. And so I'm going to log into a club account. PJ FC has an account, and I'm going to log into the account so that I will show you how the platform looks like. So just a second. All right. So I just log into the platform, and if you are a club and you have access to this platform, you will see that you have a dashboard, which is the team dashboard, which gives you a summary of everything happening in your team. As far as your players are concerned, report, training sections, and all of that. We call it a dashboard, the team dashboard. And then on your left-hand side, you see all the activities that you can do in the platform. There are a lot. Tonight, I'm not going to go through every one of them. No, I'm just going to give you a gist of how it looks like and everything happening in the platform. On Friday, we're going to have an open forum where it will be more interactive. I'm not going to share a PowerPoint. Just ask the questions. I go into the platform and then we'll dive deeper. It will be a top up to what we are doing today. So on Friday, we'll do more practice on this particular platform. So apart from your dashboard, you have a lot of menus on your left-hand side. You have the team menu, player menu, and also staff menu. So as a club, you have individuals that play different roles, which you call your staff. The medical, when I talk about Africa, most of the teams, the coach is a medical officer, he's the assistant coach, he's the physical trainer, he's the goalkeeper trainer, and he's also the administrator, and sometimes the owner of the team. So one person playing 6 roles. And that is really, really, really absurd, because we cannot continue organizing the game like that if we really think there's a future that we want to put together for these kids. You know, if you really think that we are developing something, there has to be some disintegration and there has to be a way of organizing all of that. So there is the structure menu there, and then we also have the intelligence menu. So I'm going to go through that with you briefly. I'll not take too much of your time on that. And then there's a player readiness model where you can have, there's a medical center where you see all player information as far as medicine, injury, recovery, and all of that is concerned. I will not be going through that side so deeply. There's also the video analysis or the video library aspect of it as well, where you have highlight videos of your players, their performance, training, everything. You can organize in that space. Then the amazing reports, where you can put all the various kind of reports in the platform. All right. So when I go to the team menu, so as a club, for instance, when you have a club, let's say PJFC, usually the club has gotten a number of teams, maybe the U13 team or the U10 team or the U15 team, the U16 team, or the senior team that plays in the division or plays, another level altogether. So you're able to organize all your teams in one place. So one platform access, you can put together all your teams in the same space. And then in setting up your team, you can assign who is playing the various roles, the various coaches of your team. You can set them up in the platform, and they will also have the same kind of access that you need them to have to be able to work effectively. So here is an example of setting up the team. So the team, you put a team name, and then you choose a category, whether it's in the youth or side or the division side, reserve team or first team you put. Then you specify the age category. Maybe it's an age group of 12 to 14, right, that are playing the U14 category for you. Okay, so you put the age group. And then some of the teams you have mixed gender, especially the younger ones, you have mixed gender, so you can set it up like that. Then you set up the season that you are in. Then you set up the coach and assistant and everything. And then when it comes to the playing model, most of us have this kind of thing we talk about saying formation. It is part of the playing model, all right? The model or how, or your philosophy as a team, how you play, the coach or the club, how you like to play. Usually you have one particular model and then you work around it, because during the moment of the game, the model could change or could diversify into another model or convert it or translate it into different models. So you can set up the model or the formation, and then you set up your playing style. Whether you are the possession-based type, you like to play beautiful football, you like to consume the ball all the time, so you possess the ball, or you are the vertical type that you want to defend in low block, and then when you have the ball, you counter. You have a striker ahead or a winger, then you kick direct to the person, depending on your philosophy or counter attack. So you set it up. The reason why you need to set up all of this is that the platform cannot just work, the intelligence cannot just work without collecting information about you. So about your club, about your style of play and everything, when you feed it in, it is able to understand properly to be able to do good analysis for you. So there's a long list here. It's a long list of things that you have to put down here. Okay, so the tactical identity. Some of you in Africa, I know most of the countries, most of the coaches watch a lot about the European leagues, UEFA Champions League, especially Europa, English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, and all of that, Serie A and Ligue 1. And some of the style of play has been accustomed to certain people that are traditionally using it, like Diego Simone, Klopp, Ancelotti, and how they play. So you know how you like to play. You know you follow one particular coach style of play, positional play or ginging pressing or defense. So you pick that one to here. You are profiling yourself as a team so that the platform can do proper intelligence with that information. So one has been set up already. I'm not going to set up another one. Then we have the players interface. This is where you put individually all your players, their information, and you put the information accurately. If you put wrong information about your player, the system is going to analyze that player as such. If your player is a left-footed one and you say he's a right-footed, that's how this platform is going to see that player. It's like you saying that this color of dress is violet instead of saying it is wine. So whatever is recorded is what is going to be used to analyze a player, okay? So you put the player information and make sure that it is accurate to the best of your knowledge. Okay, so you put the age, the demographic information, you put the position. Most of the time, the kids or the players have two different positions. Some of them are pragmatically in one side, but usually you have a defender who sometimes you can use also as a midfielder. Okay, there are some people that they are defense, they are just defender throughout. They don't play midfield, they don't play any other place. Okay. But that's the disadvantage to those people, because in modern football, you should be able to play at least 3 different roles, basically 3. And that makes you a utility player. All right. And then the dominant foot of the player you select, and then you pick the height and the weight of the player you put in, and then you profile your player. This is subjective information. So how do you rate your player? You put that information about him in terms of his technical level, also his tactical level, his physical level, his mental capacity. Is your player the type that anytime you guys are down, then he's also down? How strong is he mentally? Okay, you just have to put the actual information, because if you put the right information about the player, the system can help you know how to help this player. But if that player doesn't have strong mentality and you go and put that he has strong mentality, you're not helping yourself, neither are you helping the player. And because the information the system is going to give you is going to be based on that. It's going to analyze your player as such. Okay. Then also the potential level of his development. You can also set, you can, okay, this player, he needs more room for improvement. No, this player, no, is top notch. As for this player, is good. So you can score that as well. Then his current level. So if you say that his potential level must go to like 9, he can grow to like 9, then maybe his current level is maybe around 7. So he has a gap to grow from here to here. Then you put his strength. How good is he? Is he good in area duels? Is he good in tackling? Is he good in offensive speed? Is he good in free kicks, set pieces? So you put the strength. Then what is the player not able to do well? Maybe he's a left-footed. One anytime the ball gets to his right foot, he fumbles. He cannot strike from there. He cannot cross from there. Or he cannot pass accurately from the right foot. You put that. Because when you're able to describe the player this way, the intelligence of the platform is going to help you to know the kind of drills or training you have to give this player to help him improve. All right. So you have that information there as well. They have the ELO and the REAP to take. I'll tell you more about ELO and REAP in the talent hub section. And then the market value of the player, if really a long list. But the platform doesn't need you to have all of this information. The one especially the portion I've gone with you, and then you are good to go. All these others are your player behavior, when he has the ball and when he doesn't have the ball. How does he behave? If you're able to give that intelligence or that information to the platform, be able to do more intelligence for you. And then in the season, or to the best of your knowledge, how accurate is he when it comes to passing and all of that? Okay, that's the big data side. And also there's the GPS data. When we get to Africa, during our implementation, we are coming to our GPS devices that we are going to make the players put them on. And we are going to take this objective data in addition to all the subjective data to be able to analyze that player in the platform. Why are we doing all of this? This is because we should be able to profile the player to meet an international standard. That way, we can rub shoulders with the market. We can have value on our players. Most of the times, a lot of players are taken from Africa into Europe. I mean, at nothing. Whatever amount of money the player is giving to transfer him is really nothing. Because there's no system that has really analyzed this player and know his caliber, his strength, to be able to show that information to say, this is the value of my player. It's because we don't have the systems that can prove that. But with artists, you can profile your player and you're able to know all that information. So example is this Isaac Dodu player I have on my screen. All right. Based on the information, the source data is based that Isaac is in a team. There's a staff. He has training. He has some player readiness and there's a scouting report on him. Based on this, you can see that based on 43% information that I have about Isaac, the platform can plot a very good analysis on Isaac, because majority of the information I don't have yet. I don't have the GPS information. I don't have the medical and everything. However, this is, I mean, even too good for Isaac to be profiled in the platform to showcase to scout. So in here, in Isaac's report, you're able to see his identity, his financial intelligence. We don't have any, so he's spending data. And then also, you're able to see his mental intelligence, how strong he is mentally, and all of that. This one is because the coach is able to give us information about the player, and so we can know, medical intelligence. All right, how much injury he has been prone to in the past season, whether he has groin, whether he has tissue injury, ligament, or he's gotten an ACL before, whatever. You're able to analyze the player. Then when it comes to the tactical ability of the player, we give an idea of a heat map, his attacking ability, his defensive ability, and then transition, both ways, either an offensive transition or defensive transition ability of the player. Based on the information you give us, we analyze this as well for us, on this player. GPS intelligence, like I told you earlier, we don't have the video intelligence, it's not in the platform. However, all of this big data analysis is able to be made on this player and propose him to be monitored as a player. Now here, you see the 3-year developmental plan. When I was profiling when I showed the player profile, I showed you the potential of growth. In the platform, we are able to give you how this player should develop across 3 years. If he's still playing in your team, let's say he's U15, by the time he gets to 18 years, that he's marketable, or you can transfer him to a pro league or whatsoever. If you don't have a plan for him, how can he develop? So based on the information you give about the player, the platform gives you an intelligence of what he should do technically, tactically, physically, even nutritionally, the kind of food he must eat to be able, because some of the player, if you put the weight and you put the height, we calculate the body mass. And at his age, we know the kind of, guys he's going to play with by 18. So, the platform is able to help with all these analysis, even the psychological plan, how he can develop resilience and be able to compete at a high level. Can you imagine your player the next season should be in Italy and playing in a large stadium? Meanwhile, in Ghana, he's playing by the wayside or in some stadium that you don't even get 50 people in attendance, or you don't even get 100 people in attendance. So how must he develop all this psychology? We give you that kind of a plan. And there's an executive summary about his player, his style of play, his strength, his weakness, and everything in the platform. All right, by just profiling the player information there. In the platform, you're able to grant access to your staff and then do all of that. Quickly, let me talk about pre-match analysis. The platform gives you opportunity to analyze a game beforehand. So if you're going to play an opponent, you put the opponent information. You don't need to know the opponent outrightly. If you know the opponent outrightly, the better. The more information you're able to give the platform, like I keep saying, the better it's able to analyze the data for you. So if you have any idea about the opponents you are going to face, you just put the information, and then we're able to give you a pre-match analysis. All the time, we tell you the overall data we have that we are working with to be able to give you the analysis. So we analyze tactically your opponent. Maybe his style of play is 4-4-2. You are going to be playing 4-3-3. What are the weaknesses of your opponent? What are his strengths? If you even know his strength alone, it's good enough for the platform to give you a good analysis in how you approach the game. For those of you that follow us on LinkedIn or any social media platform, you realize that during the World Cup, we did a lot of analysis. We analyzed the Ghana against England game, and then we said that based on the strength of the England individual skill and individual players, Ghana must adopt a mid-block to low-block defensive style to be able to hold them to a 0-0 draw, to increase the potency of Ghana drawing the game or winning the game. And exactly how we analyze the game is exactly how Ghana went into action and played the game. And, they drew against England. And we did for a lot of, almost all the games. Cesar was making all these analysis in the background using the platform. Right, and that's how beautiful it is. And this is the modern trend of football. If we are talking about modern trend of football, this is it. But what we are doing in Africa is way different and way behind. All right. So in the analysis of the game, you also have the tactical board, how you should defend, how you map up your defense, or how you map up your attacking, how you map up your defense, how you shape up so that you block the spaces depending on the strength or the weakness of your opponent. The platform is able to give you all of these in the analysis before you have a game. All right. Because of time, I'm not gonna create new reports. I'm only going to be showing you all the reports already generated. But when we have the next session, I'm going to be purely practical with you. And this one as well, the post-match analysis after the game. This after the game, we're also able to give you, depending on the scoreline, whether you won or you lost or you drew, okay? We're able to give you analysis on what happened, what you did wrong, what you did right, and what you should do the next time. So in the intelligence report, we give you the next training priorities based on the win or the loss or the draw against that kind of opponent. How should you train again before you go into the next opponent, whether the same opponent or a different opponent? So we give you analysis on the things to consider in your next training before you have the next game. All right. And which is in the platform. Okay. The last one, the microcycle, how you organize your week from Monday to Sunday. Let's assume you play your games on Saturdays or Fridays. So whether a tournament, whether the league, whether a cup, the platform is able to help you to know what kind of training you do on Monday. If you're going to play the game, let's say on Sunday, as you see on my screen, Sunday is the match day. Okay, so that's the day the game will be played. So from Monday, what you do active recovery. Because you have the game on Sunday, you don't start and you are just training hard on Monday. No, you grow gradually into the climax. So on Monday, you try to recover. You try to do a lot of mobility. And this is all intelligence given to you by the platform based on your style of play, based on the profile you give here as a team. That, okay, you like this philosophy, you like that philosophy, you play like this, you do like that. So based on that, the platform is going to give you how you should train before the next game. Okay, so on Tuesday, you can focus on strength and technical work. You can do tacticals on tactical principles on Wednesday, and then you do tactical refinement. You practice set pieces, corner kicks, how to defend corner kicks when you have penalties, how to take them, and all of that. And also, you do pre-match day training, what we call priming. You try to prime yourself to keep yourself in high spirit and in high strength for the final day that will go on Sunday. So the microcycle is also organized in the platform, and then you are able to use that. If you don't know exactly what you do, if you know what to do, the platform allows you to put that information and do. Right? But if you don't know what to do, like in the training center, if you don't know exactly how to train, the platform is going to help you put together, a training recovery section, what kind of practices you are going to put in there. And every training you do, it will be stored in a library for you. And all the time, any other coach training with you can look at it. This is what coach did last week for you and use the same training to train them and all of that. So you have the training center and organize everything in that space. Okay. All right. So this is about the artist platform. There is more to it, but I cannot exhaust everything right now with you because I need to show you the other applications as well. So from here, I'm going to jump straight away into the other platform, which connects together with the artist. We call it the Artist Talent Hub. So now that you are preparing your microcycle, you are training every day, and then you are playing games and all of that, you are developing your players. To what end or to what game? It is a desire of every coach or every club owner that his players will win titles for them. That is one objective. The second objective is that these players are able to promote. These players are able to elevate to the next level. These players are able to go international. So we are bringing this platform to Africa. The objective is not just to give you a pathway, boom, go international, no. But the objective, one of the primary objective is that you should be able to begin to work in a more modern way, effective way to develop the players. That is number one. In that way, the African leagues, the African games become more attractive to investors. In the league settings, most of the companies don't invest because there's no data to show the benefit that the sponsor would derive from that. Okay, so that is primarily the one of the objectives. The second objective is that whilst you are doing your normal thing that you always do, that you've been doing, but this time around in a modernized way, the platform also opens the pipeline for you to be able to connect the quality players you have into the international market. And that's what we call the talent hub. Because the other side of the talent hub is exposed to club owners, sporting directors across the globe, scout, analysts, and so on. All right. And they view from wherever they are in Europe, Asia, wherever, and they see you in Africa because now you are in a system and they have visibility of the system from another side, and now they can see you. So that boy that is playing in the mud, in that zongo that nobody knows, now with the talent hub, that player can be seen. All right. So currently, there are thousands of players in Africa scattered all over. Some of them have even stopped playing football because there's no hope. Some of them are now fishing or farming or doing some other business. And that talent is going wasted. There's also limited visibility. A lot of scouts come in once in a while to some tournament, but how about the rest? Limited visibility. And then all the evaluations that are being done currently are based on what people think. The objective data is nowhere to be found. But in artists, because you are using both the objective and the subjective, the GPS information and all of that put together, you have a much refined information about the player. So in the artist talent hub, all right, we are creating a global database for players that connect them to academies, and from academies they connect to clubs, and from the clubs every agent can see them. The player become more valuable, and everybody who is interested in this particular player. In the artist platform, what we do is that we create a very comprehensive scouting report for the player, and with this we have a psychological profile, we have the tactical profile, we have the physical profile, and also we have the technical profile. Put this together to give a comprehensive profile about the player, so that whoever, feels this player is good, can have good information about the player before they call him. Video highlights is not enough. I have been working with some scouts. I did some scouting with one of the very prominent companies here in Spain. You First, they manage, they are the agency that manage De La Fuente, the coach of Spain, and also Fabian plays in PSG. They manage him. They manage a lot of players, Alessa Botella and all of that. I work with this agency, and I was doing scouting. And each time we go to do scouting, what we are supposed to observe is the strength of the opponent. Apart from the player we are trying to analyze, we're also looking at the strength of the opponent. So if you do a video highlight and you put somewhere on YouTube that this is a player, nobody knows the strength of the opponent. So you see a player dribbling everybody, but the question is, what is the strength of the opponent? Is the opponent also that strong? Then it can, elevate the video. But then that is why the video is not enough. But with the video, if you're able to have all these profiles of the player attached as a report and have an executive summary, then your case to sell the player or to promote the player is much better. In the objective analysis, we do things like the ELO, the RIP, the heat map, which you'll not find in the video because the video is just a highlight. Okay, so we are able to analyze objective information like that. I also do the benchmarking because with the ELO and the RIP, we compare the ability of the player to similar players like him in other places. Not only that, that is the ELO. When it comes to the RIP, we look at that player to previously, previous legends of the game at their age that this player is. So maybe he's 18 now. We look at him when maybe Maradona was 18. That's the RIP score. And all of this data helps to create a very strong profile for the player. Right. So in the nutshell, the artist is connecting players to academies, to scouts, to clubs, to agents, to federations. Right. So that's the flow. So that player who is down there in the village somewhere nobody sees, all these people are able to see him. Why? Because he's identified in the advanced statistical intelligence system, the Talent Hub edition. I'm going to go to my screen quickly with you right now and show you how the artist is looking like. All right. So in the artist platform, we have the player hub. I'm not going to go too detail. And please, a disclaimer here: all these players are. I mean, I'm showing one of the live databases. All these players, the information about them is accurate. Okay. It's just for training purposes. So I'm just going to show a player that I have more uh, privacy on his data because I'm related to his information. I'm going to use that example and not use any other player for safety reasons. I'm going to show the player profile of Alfred, right? So even this profile we have is not complete, even though we have verified it, but it's not complete. It's not complete because we don't have the GPS data of Alfred yet. However, the kind of report we have been able to churn out of Alfred and doing the RIP and ELO comparison, like I told you, is amazing. So the way he plays and how he's playing and the value he can have, in the market currently. So in the Talent Hub, which is exposed to scouts and analysts, when they connect to the platform, this is what you're going to see about the player. Okay, they're able to see the demographics about the player, they're able to see the performance metrics about the player, the tactical intelligence of the player is also visible in the defensive phase, in the offensive phase, in the transition phase. They're able to see that. Not only that, the performance radar of the player is also known in terms of his RIP score, his LO, his XG, his XA. I mean, XG is the tendency of scoring. XA is the tendency of assisting in goals. All right. All that information is there. Then in the platform, we're able to give the heat map information about the player. Okay. All of these can be exported into PDF as a profile and shared with, the sporting director or whoever. Then when you come to the tactical ability, the intelligence of Alfred, the attitude profile, defensively how he is, offensively how he is, and all of that, you have all that information in that report. And this is exposed to scouts, sporting directors, those who make him make money, those who show him the money. All right. So we show all of this information in the platform. Then the icing on the cake, we're also able to show his social profile, how he relates to his teammates, because all the clubs are interested in the social ability of the player. Yeah, they want to know how he's going to mingle up with the teammates, how he's going to mingle with the staff, and how he's going to mingle with his bosses. They must know that the social aspect of this player, the kind of background he's coming from, and all of that. But we give all that report in the platform to be able to put the player on that scale to be marketable. So the artist platform simply connect the developed player to opportunity that is beyond the shores of Africa, and it goes global. I'm going to go to the last platform, then I can allow you to ask your questions. I think I am still within time because we expected to spend about 1.5 hours in my section, and then you can ask questions for 30 minutes. I'm sure I'll finish before that time elapses. All right. So if you have any questions, please note them down. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me the questions, whether on the artist tactical that I showed you the first time or on the Talent Hub that you just saw. Now I'm going to move into another platform that we call the Match Logics. Match Logics, just like the name is, in sport, every game is a match, whether in table tennis or basketball or whatever, it's a match. And then logics has to do with logistics. So everything around organizing and managing of the game, be it a league, be it a tournament, be it a cup, be it any competition, MatchLogics is the kind of platform that you need to apply to be able to move according to the modern trend of football. Why am I saying that? I'm saying this because in Africa, we have this problem. All the information that we use in organizing games and everything are scattered. They are either in WhatsApps or there are some emails or written on some paper, and that's it. After the game, we throw them away. Sometimes we don't even have a record of the previous things we have done in terms of organizing a cup match or a friendly game or whatsoever, right? It's not there. Fixtures and referees and everything are also managed separately. It's also another thing altogether. And then usually in the last moment of time, there's a lot of confusion. If anybody is here who organizes tournaments or games, you attest to that fact. A lot of confusion because all the data is not really properly organized. So on the day of the event, so many things come clashing with each other. And then because of that, it's so difficult to detect all the conflict that could arise because you don't have everything written well or organized well, or you don't have a workflow. And so because of that, it's very difficult to detect all of these problems. Then also, even public communication is another issue concerning the cup you're organizing and all of that. I know in most of our local leagues or in most of our local competition, there's no audience. There's no audience because the people can only participate if they go to the stadium. But we have entered the digital age where everything is moving on the mobile phone and people cannot follow simple stuff on phone. There are certain platforms that some of you use in following some games called maybe flash score or live score or whatever score. And sometimes you don't even want to, it's not about you watching the videos or like the live pictures. It's more about you knowing the score line. You just want to follow the game because there's no radio station that is giving that information. And so competition organizers, federation, league organizers, when this platform is used, you're able to do that and give the following visibility or whatever is happening, irrespective of where the game is happening, they can follow. And then because of that, you're able to amass the numbers and make a case to sponsors who can come to your aid to help build up the competition. With this, then Africa will have a better position to make our league and competitions more attractive because they can be seen from wherever. All right. So the same spirit in artists that works in the team and the player development, the same spirit being used here to help organizers, federation to also do same. All right. So this is a complete comprehensive platform that you can use to manage any competition at all. You can even use it to manage the World Cup. Yes, try it and see. You have to try it and see. As long as it manages players, teams, matches, officials, come on. You can even use to organize any cup at all. All right. So you're able to create organizations, register players in a platform. You're able to do manual and automated draw. One of the tournament PJMOT is a tournament itself, and they have a tournament starting on Friday, and already they are using this platform. I'm going to show you the screen. You will see, and if some of the teams are here, they will attest to it. We did the live draw in this platform online, using the platform to do the live draw, right? Using colors. Nobody had to travel to go anywhere to draw the teams into the various tables, and it was amazing. Fantastic to really enjoy. And they're able to also generate the knockout stages, how the mapping should go, which team will face who, depending on who will top, all the rules of the knockout stage. You're able to set it in the platform. You're able to do the third place as well. What is important here is that the platform is able to adapt to any format you want to play, the format of your tournament. It's not going to force you to do it the way it wants. No. It has rules, so you can set the rules according to how you want to play your tournament. And it just follows that structure and then gets everything organized for you. In addition, you're able to have the fixtures. So apart from drawing the teams into the various tables, the platform can organize the fixtures for you and give you the scheduling. So all the fixtures, team A will face team B, After that, team B will face C, and then C will face, like, it will do that fixture for you, and also observe if there are any conflict. If any team is going to, it will just observe that and then annul the conflict so that everybody will have an equal pairing. If they are going to be playing one game, or they're going to play two, home and away, or they're going to play just one in the competition, the platform just can do that for you. It doesn't only generate the match schedules, but it helps you organize, all right? It helps organizers to produce a more realistic executable schedule for the tournament. Now, when it comes into using it, okay, when it comes into the operation, here you're able to connect the referees. The referees are able to log every action, every event in the platform. So if you're the tournament organizer, and you don't even know which player was shown the red card in a particular game because you were far off the field, the referees have their access, they are logging it, and you're able to see it from your interface. Okay, that player of this team was given a red card. So you know you're observing and making sure that player is not going to compete in the next game. Well, according to the sanctions of the tournament, sometimes the red card is just for him to sit down for 30 minutes or something like that. I mean, it depends. Like I told you, the platform is flexible and allow you to set any of the rules using football to organize your tournament. All right. You're able to enter the scores, be able to record the discipline incident. You can submit the results, and automatically the table will reorganize based on who is winning, points, difference, goal difference, all of that. The platform does that for you. In addition, it also does player tracking. The performance of each player, it can track that for you. I also have the match level and then competition level awards. So man of the match award, and then accumulated to competition award, young player award, goal king award, all of that. As long as the information is entered, it's able to acknowledge and do all of that. The final thing I'm going to talk to you about this platform in words, then I navigate into the practical aspect of the platform so you can see for your eyes, is that it has a multi-organizational access. So everybody who connect to the game is able to have a particular access. So we have sports federations, they can have the overall access. The National or Regional Association can have their access. They look in, assume it is deployed at a national level. It can happen like that. You can have the professional league, amateur league, women's match, club, all of that. Everybody has gotten unique access. Not only that, the public, the general public, who, I mean, do not play a direct role, like they are the fans, they are the observers. They also have a particular space that they observe everything happening in a particular tournament or league or competition. All right, so I'm gonna quickly zoom in to my screen once again, and this time I'm gonna switch to MatchLogix. All right, so this is the MatchLogix interface. I'm gonna log in to one of the competition. I told you earlier on that PJMOT is already using this platform. And so when you log into the MatchLogix, you have a dashboard. Like all the platforms we develop, there's always a dashboard for high-level decision making. So the owner of the platform has visibility of everything happening in the space. All right. So from the dashboard, you see everything, snapshot of things. So 10 registered teams, 22 players registered, and 36 fixtures generated. Schedule is 16, all of that. And then on the left-hand side, you see the competition. So like I told you, this is real data. This is real schedule. PJMOT is our host here, and they allow me to use this to show to you. They are coming up with a U15 and U13 tournament on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And everything's already organized in the platform like this. So I just navigated to the U13 competition. And inside the U13 competition, you can see there's a setup center. And in the place, you're able to set the competition format, how you want the competition to go. So the format, knockout, group stage to knockout stage, or you want to play single table, want to play double table, or it's just a knockout game. You pair the teams, the losers go out, the winners stay, or group stage, or the switch system or any custom approach you want to use. So you can create your own format here. You can decide the number of groups, the number of teams per group. You can say, 4 teams per group, 3 teams per group. You can create all of that. And then what is the qualifying team? What's the next level they are going to go to? So you have the ability to create and organize everything and set it up. When you are done, you can also set up the rule. So you can say, 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss. Or you can say -1 for a loss. So if you lose a game, we deduct 1 point. It's another kind of rule you can decide. You have the freedom to set any kind of rule you want to play, right? And whether you award points for penalty shootouts and stuff like that. And then when people forfeit a game during a competition, what happens to them? You can say they'll be down by 3-0. They'll be down by 3-0 with 3 goals. Okay, so the walk away goals, the amount of score, you put it here and all of that. You can set priorities of the ranking, how you want the ranking to be done. You start with points, and then it comes to goal difference or goal scored or head-to-head count, all of that, how we organize the game. You do all of that in the system and you go to sleep. Because once you have set up these things and put in the teams, you register the various teams that are going to compete. So in this particular competition, PJMOT is going to, these are the teams. Shaggy FC is here, Beaver and all of that. All these teams have been registered into the platform and they are all competing at the group stages. They have 3 groups, group A, B, and C already. They've done their draw already in the platform. And I'm going to switch quickly to that particular fixture. You can see the fixture schedule already done on here on Friday, all the games that are going to be played. And as soon as they finish playing the game or doing the playing of the game, they will be able to enter the scores and everything. So you see all the groups put together. You have 9 teams. You can see group A alone. So here the rule is the best team, the team that will lead will qualify to the next stage. Then the best second team from all the groups will qualify. So you see here, it's marked a different color, waiting for qualification. Currently, there's nothing entered because they've not started the competition. It's in the draft state. And then so the amazing thing is that there's a public view that you can showcase to the public. You can see how the public see it in group 1, group A, group B, all of that. Okay, you can go back to your access as the tournament organizer, and then you continue to do your setup and everything. Okay, you're able to see the scheduling and everything here. This is where you enter results. So all the games that have already been scheduled is just waiting to enter results. It's pending. So depending on the outcome of the game between Hills Football and PEG, you just enter. So there was no official ruling. It's a normal result. If the team forfeited, because you've already set up some points to be awarded if a team forfeit or walk away or no show, you set it up already. So as soon as you apply it here in the results, it takes effect. So if you set it at 3-0, it will just take effect here 3-0 and stuff like that. Okay, so you have all of that. So during the tournament, you'll be adding these results, and then the referees will have access to this disciplinary card. So they're able to set a player was shown a card. Okay, so he's a player. Which team? Maybe he's playing for this team. And so the moment you select a team, the system will list the players registered to the team. So he was showed a red card or a yellow card at what minute in the game, 30th minute or 15th minute. You set it up and all of that. Okay, so the match information, was he playing against which team? So this team is being paired to play against all these teams. So you just pick the game that he was in, that he had this card. And everything is optimized or recorded during the first half or second half. Everything is optimized. And with this happening, you are able to see more value for the tournament that is being organized. There is a total front end to the platform, what we call the public view, that during the tournament organizing, you can do a QR code You can print it out and paste it at the stadium or wherever, and people will just scan and follow the proceedings. That's happening, okay? Or you can share the front end website, because as soon as you have access, you have your tournament view as well. So you can see the front end website. That gives the public, this one not you, the general public who want to follow the competition, they can see. So they come to the U13 competition, for instance, everything happening, how many teams have registered, the fixtures coming up. Okay, so 9 fixtures set for the group stages coming up, the live results. And then during the competition, when it is happening, the live score, the live action, the live activities, the live events and logs, they come to live, they'll be able to see it as far as you are logging them in the back end, all right? And then the bracket, when you go into the knockout stages, you see that there as well. The amazing thing is that if you have a sponsor to your competition, you can put the sponsor information in the platform. So the banner sponsor or the partner sponsor or whichever sponsor, you can add different kinds of sponsors who are sponsoring you. And this is good for you to do a marketing, letting them know that you're going to be promoting their brand in your competition platform, which is followed by parents. Most of the time, when it comes to grassroots football, the parents don't know what is happening in the field. But if you are able to scan this and give to them to follow proceedings from home, I mean, they're going to love the fact that they have access to see what is happening with their kids in play. And then next time they're going to say, we want to go in person to watch with you. I mean, once you are using platform like this, you keep attracting more following and more audience. I told you about the player ranking, the various awards that in the platform can be generated for each player doing a competition. All right. So you can create an award and, you can do an automatic voting, man of the match award, top scorer award, most assist, best keeper, best player, all the awards are in there. So you can create it, and then during the games, um, they are accumulated. So before the end of the competition in the games, all of that. And the leaderboard is here. So while the awards are happening, the one leading already knows. It's transparent, it's open. All right, because each player will be rated or be ranked by the technical observers of the game, and then you can give that feedback. So you're able to see all of that from this place. You're also able to manage various venues. If you are playing the competition in one location, but you have about 2 or 3 fields in one location, the platform allows you to manage that. If you are playing the competition in different locations, you can as well manage that. Exactly, you can also manage that. So, for example, when you come to setting up a venue, whether it's a stadium, whether it's a field, whether it's a sports hall, arena, complex, you set it up. The capacity of the stadium, the location, and then the time zone, and all of that, you're able to set it up in this place. Then when you come to configuring the playing areas, how many fields they have, you can add. So you set up the stadium if they have just one field. So you can see this one has only one field. So you set up the various fields, the surface of the field, whether it's astroturf, artificial turf, hard court, clay, whatever, you set it up. The capacity you can take, whether it's indoor or outdoor, you're able to set up the various playing field of the stadium. You do this so that during the scheduling of the competition, the platform can easily distribute the games evenly, right? Because when you come here, you're able to manage the venues during the scheduling. The platform allow you to manage the various venues inside it. All right, so yeah, here, venue availability. So the venue we had set up is what is going to be in there, right? You can see all venues, Tuba, Astro, Turf in the platform. So there's more to it. Like I said from the beginning, I cannot show you everything today. I cannot show you everything because it takes like a long section of training to really put somebody in full charge of any other platform. But today is to give you ideas about all the things that are put together in the platform to make it a comprehensive tool for you to use as a coach or administrator, a league organizer, a stakeholder, a sponsor, to develop the football in Africa, not just developing the football, but also to develop these players and help them get a brighter opportunity into the international market. So thank you so much for paying attention. I will pause here and take your questions. Based on the questions I get, I'm sure I'm going to dive deeper into certain sections or certain portions of the platform. So please, I thank you for paying attention and listening in to everything we have been discussing so far. So good. Thank you. Is there any question for me? If you have a question, I think you can type it. Advance somebody's okay. So I'm going through the comments right now, so I see if there is any question for me to answer. I'm going through the chat right now. I'm seeing people putting advanced tactical intelligence. Okay. Thank you, my brother Malik. Malik, thank you so much. From Senegal. Malik is representing from Senegal. He's our representative there. Please, can you tell us the full meaning of artist? Okay, so somebody answered that advanced tactical intelligence system. All right. Good evening, house. Very good program. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you so much. That is Olumide. Is it Dario? Okay, Olumide Dario from Nigeria, I guess. I guess the name is it's Nigeria. Sounds like a Nigerian, I guess. So thank you so much, Olumide. I'm sure when we meet, we'll do some Nigeria jollof and Ghana jollof. All right. So I have Don Simon from Volta region, Ghana. Yes, one of the regional reps there as well. Wow, Papa J, God bless you for your sacrifice towards our football. Great. Yeah, fantastic. Dominic from Togo, Dominic and Coco from Togo. That's Togo reps. Black from Ghana. Yes, Black is one of the coaches in Ghana as well. License D CAF coach. Greetings from some King Football Academy from Ghana. Yes, greetings. Thrilled to meet you here. Great. Greetings from Togo. Okay, greeting from South Africa. Ela, Saubona, Saubonani. My South African friends are also represented here. That is Mzoli Foster Football Academy chairman. Yes, sir, chairman, you are welcome so much. I acknowledge your time spent here with us as well. Okay, so I think that was from the beginning. I'm going down there. I think there are some questions. Let me read them out. Impressive section. Thank you, sir. Very good initiative for Africa. Good presentation name. All right, that is Emmanuel from Kumasi. Good evening, boss. Thank you for presentation. My question is, this system mobile friendly? Gamel, yes, it is mobile friendly. I think at the beginning of my presentation, I mentioned that all the platforms we have, the moment you open it on your phone in the browser, you will have a pop-up coming to your browser asking you to install. So it gives you a shortcut installation of the platform on your phone, and it behaves like a mobile app, although it is web. We call it Progressive Mobile App, PWA. So the platform is designed like that, even though it's web-based, to allow you to be able to have it as a mobile app on your phone. And it's so friendly to use, so friendly. You don't need to struggle at all to use it. If you want big screen to sit down and, really see things in a brighter space, yes, use on your tablet, use on your laptop or your big screen, and it's amazing. So it is able to work on all screens. All right. Divine Mensa, thank you very much. It says incredible presentation. God bless you too, Divine Mensa. Okay, please, if you have questions. All right, so I'm getting the first question. The first question is coming from Sekin. Sekin, the name is Sekin. He say, can artists work without GPS tracking device? That's the first question. The second question is, can you upload a video on the app? That's the second question. And the third question, do scout or agent visit there for a kind of profile player they want? All right, so 3 questions in one. Thank you very much, because I give you 3 platforms in one. So you also shot me right there with 3 questions in one. Thank you, Sir King. So let me answer your first question. Can the artist work without a GPS tracking device? King, all the information I'm showing you now in the platform has no collection of GPS data. It is solely using the intelligence based on the scanty, I'm choosing my words very well, scanty subjective information we have. For instance, when I go to this player profile, this one, the only information we collected for this player profile is just about his demographics, his name, his date of birth, okay? Then the team he's going to play, he's a midfielder, and then up to this play, the football profile of the player. That's all. Yet, we are able to develop all these reports about the player. Look at the information we got. We only audit this information, and it doesn't include GPS data, which is on the right side. So it works perfectly without GPS data. Actually, the use of GPS, let me help us. We see GPS, we talk about GPS. You don't use GPS every day. You use the GPS momentarily, or use the GPS occasionally. Let me put it that way. Because you collect subjective information. The GPS is going to tell you about the sprint of the player, the distance he covers. Okay, so you know it. Maybe it is 10 kilometers per hour. Now, if you add that data to your report and do your analysis, you're able to know how you train to improve this. You cannot improve this tomorrow. You cannot improve this in 1 week. So the kind of training you follow is going to help you improve it. So maybe 2 weeks time, 1 month time, 6 weeks time, you now do the GPS measurement again to know whether you have improved or not. Then the platform will tell you, okay, now you have improved. You can go much further. Or you have not improved. Do this way. Right? So the GPS data is collected occasionally, not all the time. Okay, let me not take too much time. So it can work without the GPS information. That's the answer to you over there. Can you upload video? Yes, you can upload video, and also you can put video links, but this is not full 90 minutes video. Take note. The platform is not made for somebody to come and watch a full 90 minutes video. It is made for people to take decision, tactical decision. Doing my studies in Real Madrid here, the standard in Europe and the whole world, a team video for preparation must be maximum of 10 minutes. A team, the whole team, which include build-up video, creating video, what we call you build up, you create, and then you finalize, you score. So in each of the phases, you have to have within the 10 minutes, you have to like 2 minutes there, 2 minutes there, how you will build up for the whole team. In addition, each player must have a player he must mark in the game. And that one might be like 30 seconds within 10 minutes video. So you can imagine. So yes, you can upload video, but it's not like tactical video. Final one, can scouts visit there? Yes, they visit there, they look for the kind of player profile they want. Scouts visit, and that's what they do. So I have another question from Malik. Malik say, can the system compare the team's tactical identity with that of your opponent? Exactly what is done in the pre-match analysis, my good friend. The pre-match analysis, when you are going to create it, you put the behavior of your opponent. Look at my screen right now. I'm highlighting there. Opponent analysis. So in this particular pre-match report, I put the behavior of the opponent. So I said he's strong, he does strong pressing, he does strong counter attack, and then he's weak in build-up. And he has good threat when it comes to 1v1 on the wings, and also set pieces delivery. He's good at it. So based on this information I give about my opponent, the platform is able to tell me that, okay, if your opponent has this strength, then approach the game this way. right? So once I put my opponent, I also put how I want to play. The platform is not telling me how I should go and play. I am telling the platform that I'm expecting to do a formation of 4-2-3-1. I want to be doing pressing triggers, and I want to do compact defense because I know my opponent is strong in counter attack. So I want to have a compact defense. So I am telling the platform this is how I also want to play. This is the behavior of my opponent. This is how I want to play. How should I go about it? This is where we come in with the intelligence and say, okay, if this is how you want to play and this is how your opponent behaves, then do this, do that, do this, do that. And that is the tactical intelligence that we put in the middle to help you improve in the game. All right. So this is the pre-information I put, and then the system generates this report for me and tell me that I'll have a confidence of 75% index if I do these things that is telling me over here in the report. So first of all, the information here is about me and the opponent. Then the intelligence will come in to give the information. Thank you very much, Mali, for your question. I don't have a question more than to oh my God, Samsung. I don't have a question more than to say we need more platform like this, practically, where our academies or clubs that can play together, yeah, where we can meet physical about share more this project of Africa football impact. Okay, thank you so much, my brother, of course. And this is why we're starting to make this noise here. We are supposed to be in Ghana. We're supposed to be in Ghana this week, and we have a few delays on some minor things that are going to be cleared up. And that is why we decided to come online and give opportunity to everybody to connect so we can start talking about it. We are more than eager to share the platform with everybody in every part of Africa, all right, wherever, Morocco, Sudan, Liberia, wherever it is made for Africa and developed by Africa, all right? So that's it. Emmanuel says that how can Code Club gain entry to the platform? Would there be any associated cost? Yes, it comes with cost. You have to buy a license. So this is our business model. We have country representatives who own the license of the country, and they sell it to clubs, federations, coasts, academies, and all of that. So you will contact our country representative and they will do the business with you. When they sell the license to you, they help you to set up with the training and everything. VANTIX also does support remotely. There are videos that you can watch to increase your knowledge because there are three ways of doing the implementation. One is self-tuition. You watch the video, how to, and you follow. Second one is online training. The third one is in-person training. So all these approaches are available to be able to help you implement the platform once you obtain the license. In Senegal, we have a representative there as well. In Senegal, we have a representative there as well. In Togo, we have representation there as well. I mean, these are signed deals. In South Africa, it's almost completed. I think we've been speaking. Sweetness is here. I mean, they are all representing. In South Africa, it's a done deal. We have a representation. Let me say we have a representation there as well. In Tanzania, it's almost also complete. In Kenya, Nigeria, we are not completed, but I mean, we have representation in all the places that you can contact the rep and then you'll be sorted as well. Senegal is a French-speaking country, and many coaches and club officials and football stakeholders do not speak fully understand English. Does VANTIX plans to, okay, interface in French? Okay, yes, we have it. It's already done in French. I'm gonna show you the language translator here. Okay, we already have it in French. What's happening to me here today? All right, so it's already factored, and so you're gonna have it in French. I think I need to clear my cache. Okay, for some reason I'm in the lab, so don't worry. but we have it in French, not only French, we also have it in Espanol and also in Portuguese. So yes, the French-speaking countries are not left out at all. Because we know Africa is full of French-speaking countries, Arabic, Portuguese, English. So it's meant for all the languages in Africa, spoken in Africa widely. I mean, the official languages. You know, there's the Afrikaans as well. Swahili is also spoken. Yeah. I would like to thank Mr. Sebastian, Papa J, Emmanuel. Okay, that is Malik. Malik, thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you too. Chap. Football intelligence is only as strong as the quality of the underlying data in the environment. Okay. All right. Yes, that's true. Okay. Right. So Sebastian, aside your own organization, organized tournament, can anyone enter the data only? Yes. Only the admin can enter data that is high level. Of course, other people can enter data like the officials who are authorized to enter data in terms of the game results, the discipline actions taken against players and all of that. So they enter that kind of score and data there. You can also have somebody who can just do data operations. So there are different role profiles in the platform that allow you to do. You can have a technical director, tournament resource manager who is just entering results. So you can give different accesses to the tournament. Coaches even have access to view their team and players registered in the platform and all of that for the match logics. So it's in the platform. Okay. Who are the reps in Ghana? How can we connect with them? Okay, so the rep in Ghana is Papa J. You already have Papa J here. The platform that is hosting us today is the full rep in Ghana. All right, you can talk to Papa J. He spoke during the introduction. Not only that, go to PJMOT. Go to PJMOT. PJMOT.com. Find their contact, link up with them, pjmot.com. Find their contact, link up with them. If you did the registration into the workshop, we are going to be sharing with you all the information on who to contact, where. All right. So you will have that as well. You have the contact list and everything. If you did not, go to pjmot.com or go to vantisintel.com and make contact from there. You'll be sorted. If you are in a country here, maybe I've not mentioned the country name that we have a representative there. Maybe you could be that potential representative yourself or contact us and we will let you know if there's a rep there or not. And then you don't necessarily need a rep there in your country before you start using the platform. Let me make that one also clear to you. You can be the first person using the platform in your country, even though you don't have a rep there. Okay, so take note of that as well. All right. If someone wants to access the VANTIX Talent Hub as an individual, not through a club, okay, or federation, but to learn, build experience, and prepare for a career in the blah blah blah. Okay, so in the VANTIX, in the artist, the talent hub, yes, of course, there are various profiles that have access to this place. So we have the player profile. If you are a player, you don't have a club yet because you went out of contract, your contract has ended, and you want to work personally. So you are developing yourself and you have your information. You have access to be able to put yourself in the platform and pay the annual fee to have your profile there, which is made available to all the scouts and people who access the platform. So you have that. It's possible to have that access. How much is the cost of registering to the app precisely? We those in Ghana, please talk to Papa J. Talk to them. We don't control the pricing for any of our reps in the local market. They control the pricing in the local market because they understand the trend of things in the local market. So they govern that. We don't have a jurisdiction in controlling that. So you talk to Papa J, he will help you out. All right, any more questions, please? Let me know. If you have more questions, let me answer them. On Friday, we are going to have a phase 2 of this particular section. On Friday, what we are going to do is going to be more of discussion, questions and answers. So get ready with your questions and answers. If you know somebody who this platform will really benefit, but he's not here, you can invite them to join on Friday. Same time on Friday, we're going to have an open forum where we'll have a lot of discussion to do. And I'll go deeper into certain aspects of the various platforms that I didn't share with you today. I'll do that based on the questions. I'm not going to put up a PowerPoint presentation at all. All right, so take note of that. Before we start to wrap up, there's a final icing on the cake that I want to give you. I know most of you are coaches here, and you're looking forward to a brighter future. You're looking forward to an opportunity to also grow and develop. Some of you, you don't even have a license yet, but you're a very good coach. You have to start thinking of how to get yourself organized. We are talking about modern trend here. Okay, so if you don't have the certification which is needed, then it means that you're not going to be stepping into the international market. So you have to find a way of getting it, or you have to ask around and go through the process to get it. Because we are bringing to you what we call the VANTIX bench, which is going to help you, the coaches, get opportunity. Because a lot of clubs are looking for coaches. A lot of coaches are looking for clubs. And so it's going to be the meeting point where coaches are exposed to the European market, Asian market. Clubs are exposed to African coaches, universal coaches. Sporting directors are looking for them everywhere, every now and then. You have a good profile. You have won caps with your team without technology, without advanced knowledge. So you are good and you can compete at the world stage. So why sit back? So we are bringing this platform to help you build a professional profile as coaches, and then you can connect to clubs. It's coming up. It's in the lab. We have a lot of things in the lab. Today we are talking about football here, but we have a lot of platforms. As you are seeing in football, we have basketball edition, we have rugby edition, we have the football 7 edition. We have all of these intelligence helping the various sports. But tonight, our focus has just been on football because we build for multi-sport. And so all of these are coming up. And so you need to get ready for that. I don't know if I have more questions coming up on my sleeves. I don't think so right now. Okay. Okay, I think all the questions are exhausted. I'm just checking right now. Okay, all the questions are exhausted. Oh, 2 more just came in. All right, so VANTIX Intelligence take over the world of sports very soon. Yeah, that's true. VANTIX is the way of young coaches around African countries. Yes, sir, it's true. It is really, really the way. And so, like I said earlier on, invite people to Friday. We are going to have a very good time on Friday, trust me. This is just the beginning. Most of you, it's your first time of having the opportunity to meet us and speak with us. So we appreciate your time spent here. We really value that. And we acknowledge all your presence and protocols as well. And on Friday, we're going to do more. Can your note PDF be shared with us? Yes, Gamel, we'll share the PDFs. If you registered, we have your email address. If you registered, we have your email address. So we're going to share with you. If you did not register, the Friday event, the same link, we're going to share around the flyer also for the Friday event. And so you can register. We'll have the good thing about the registration is that when you register, we will have your email address and we'll be able to send you any of the materials and the communication about the things that are happening within the space. If you are able to specify your country and we are on our way to your country, we will also notify you. Don't sit back, make a move. VANTIX is here. The advanced way of doing things is here. Just embrace it and then let's move forward. Please, who is on iPad? Somebody's identity is iPad. Okay, all right. No more questions? Sebastian, please, you have some final words to share with us before Papa J will come in and take over. Sir Sebastian? What is Vantage's next vision in the next 5 years? Everybody must have the same equal opportunity to elite football. It's not only about connecting you to foreign or international games, but also making the international market or making African sports attractive to international market. So a time is coming that because of how we are using this platform in Africa, coaches would want to employ and work in Africa. One of my tutors doing my master's program in Real Madrid today has taken a job in Sudan. He resigned from a club in Spain, and now he's going to work in Sudan. No, sorry, not Sudan, in Libya. And I congratulated him this morning and so happy that the African market is attracting high-level coaches. You know, the international scene or the international market is coming for Africa. And so VANTIX is stepping in here to give us the opportunity to develop in an international standard so they will come. Instead of we running away from Africa and seeking greener pastures, they will now come to Africa to see greener pastures. It's going to be the next place to look out for. All right. Sir Sebastian? Hello, Sir Sebastian, are you there? Are you coming in? Ben, can you please unmute Mr. Sebastian?
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, you are audible now, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, thank you. No, I want to thank you, everybody, to be here to spend the time with us. Like Manuel said, we're gonna do on Friday the forum. It's gonna be, if you guys have more questions or you need some more information, we're gonna be open to answer all the questions that you have, guys.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Now we're gonna hand over to our host, Papa J himself. He's here. And so he's gonna give his closing remarks. And I think from there we'll be closing. And then we'll meet on Friday to have phase 2. It's gonna be more interactive. So if you have more questions, just get ready. On Friday, depending on the participation, somebody's gonna have the opportunity to try the platform in his club or his organization. So get involved. Already we've taken note of those who have been involved in today's section. We want somebody to have a practical experience about the platform. So you just have a 7-day or a 10-day license to practice or use the platform to work your team, and then you will be able to testify much about the platform. Papa J. We have Papa J here. Do we have Papa J here? Sir, we cannot hear you. Can you hear us? Okay, so I think we lost Papa J. Okay, so somebody's asking a quick question. Let me just answer. Going forward, will there be a fee on using the platform? Yes, there is always a fee in using the platform because, I mean, believe you me, the platform is expensive. Putting the infrastructure together to make sure there's access and all of that. So there's fee to using any of the platforms. And so that's what I said. For those who are interested, you contact the country reps or you contact VANTIX directly. Depending on your location, we can tell if we have a rep there or not. Like I said, you don't need to have a rep in your country before you use the platform. So it's open, and so you can subscribe and get started. It's by subscription. The name came as iPad, so I don't know the name. iPad. Okay. Okay. All right. But your name is Jay. Okay. All right. Jay. Thank you for the question. I hope you have gotten the answer. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I think we lost Papa J out there. Okay, Papa J is on now. So we'll be taking his final remarks. Ben, we have Papa J there. Yes.
Yes, I'm here. I want to thank all of you for connecting to this workshop. Like I said earlier on, you have boosted up my hope, and we are doing this together to change football in Africa. To get ourselves prepared to cross over from this, the football we have here in Africa into the elite football or modern football. Thank you. And then, like Emmanuel said, we are making sure that 5 years to come, 5 years, when we get to 5 years, we'll draw the attention of the football in Europe, in England, around the globe, will draw the attention here to Africa so that they come for quality players. Thank you. I'm sure going to meet on Friday. Have a sound sleep.
Right. Thank you so much, Papa J, our host and also the president of PJMOT, for the wonderful work you're doing down there and connecting this platform from Europe to Africa for the benefit of the entire continent. God bless you so much. Thank you all for connecting the various reps from the various countries. Thank you, Sebastian, and the team in the background as well, Cesar and Co. Thank you, Ben, and everybody. On Friday, we are going to meet and have the phase 2. It's going to be more interactive, more questions. So please come prepared with all your questions, and I'm going to do more illustration for you. Let's talk more action. All right. So I'll see you all on Friday from Spain, Madrid. Adios.